Welcome to the Expert in You Showcase, the show where we bring you quick, powerful conversations with elite entrepreneurs and other professional business experts to share their best strategies, secrets, and tips to help you have more success in your business and life. I'm your host, Carden, and this show is brought to you by Expert in You, where we empower professional entrepreneurs, business owners, and experts to become influential figures and celebrities in their markets and add 6 to 7 figures with more ease. Discover a game-changing secret that attracts leads, qualifies them effortlessly, warms them up for your offer, and hands them over ready to say yes. We want to make closing deals for you a breeze. It's time to stop chasing clients and consistently fill your calendar with highly qualified conversations and sales opportunities every month. Increase your influence, impact, and accelerate your income and strategies that work. Book your business accelerator call with me now at acarden.com and let's map out your next step. Today, I have an incredible guest with me. He has done some amazing things. Jake Setterlun. I hope I'm saying that right.
Absolutely.
Yes, and you can see all of his awards back there. He's built multiple agencies. Now he's getting ready to exit some of those agencies, and he's moving on to kind of his next thing. And I love this because it's one of the things I help people do is build coaching and consulting businesses from their expertise. So I know we are going to have a great conversation. So Jake, welcome to the show.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Anne, for having me.
Yeah, there comes a point in your business where you've done the thing, you've learned the thing, you've done the thing, and now it's time to teach the thing. And that's the phase of business that you're really moving into, right?
Absolutely, it is. It's super exciting. I mean, I've been doing this for 10 years now, struggling and grinding the whole way. So it's exciting to move on from running the agencies to helping other individuals do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's really important that we take that skill set and that knowledge and that expertise at some point, and we really pour that into others and help them speed their success. And at the same time, you get to do something new and different, but it's not new and different. It's just what's different. It's not new. It's just a different
Absolutely.
way of doing it. Yeah. So what are you most excited about in kind of building out this coaching phase of you're really kind of your next chapter?
Absolutely. I think the biggest thing that I'm super excited about is being able to share all of the crazy things that have happened over the last again 10 years of doing this. Just the crazy stories. One of them that sticks out is trying to build out a support office in the Dominican Republic and never even stepping foot in the country, and
Mhm.
just some of the crazy stuff that's happened along the way. But kind of wrapping that all up too is being able to teach individuals and help them learn from our mistakes and by sharing those things.
Right, right. So have you structured your new business model and everything yet? Or are you in the process of that?
Yeah, so it's something that we have a pretty good outline. We're not, nothing's fine-tuned. I'm sure things will pop up along the way, but it's really, going out there, being able to educate and help out individuals that want to grow a marketing company, that want to grow some kind of an online business. And then our end goal is really looking at it from, okay, people have learned, they've taken in the information that we've provided to them. Again, not sure if that's going to be a free thing or a paid thing yet, but the end
Mhm.
goal is more of a JV offer where, we have a solid team, systems and processes, and we can come into individuals' businesses and help them on a partnership level to scale from, doing 10, 15, 20, $100,000 a month and get
Mhm.
to those $1 million months.
That's amazing. So when you're doing something like that, though, you're still staying in the done for you services, right? So I thought you were selling those companies. So can you just explain that a little bit?
Absolutely. So the way we currently have it structured is it's all in the marketing space, and
Mhm.
we have it where we call it the octopus. So we have kind of our main software system that all the clients kind of live, and that's built on GHL or Go High Level.
Mhm.
And we have these branches or legs of the octopus, and every single leg is a different industry, selling the same product, but again, to a different industry. So insurance, real estate, mortgage, contractors, health and wellness. And each industry is a leg of the octopus, all flowing into our software GHL platform.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that we structure everything is it is a done with you service, but um, there's a done for you piece and then there's a do it yourself piece. So the done for you piece is we set up their marketing, we help them kind of get established, their CRM account 100% set up and like ready to go. And then it turns into more of a do it yourself piece where it's like, hey, we're giving you this system to, generate leads, grow your business, a lot of marketing material, use it as you must to go
Mm-hmm.
ahead and grow your business. So that's really what we're wrapping up to go ahead and sell. And everything is kind of connected with the companies,
Mm-hmm.
because everything flows into the back, the software and everything like that. But going forward, it really could be any kind of business that we do a JV with. For us, we're really big on offer, having a good offer that's not super saturated. If somebody came to us and was like, "Oh, I do Facebook ads," it's like, well, everybody does Facebook ads. So
Right.
it's people that are coming in, learning from us, we'll build a relationship with, and then if they have a super unique offer and we see value in it, that's
Mm-hmm.
something that we can entertain doing some kind of a partnership.
So give me an example. I help people create offers for their coaching,
I
consulting.
love it.
So give me an example of what a great offer, an agency is already
Yep.
doing something. Maybe
Yeah.
let's say they are selling podcasts. Turn that into a great offer. Let's hear you do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Put me on the spot. So I think there's a couple different things that go into having a good offer. So it's number one, you have to obviously have, proven results. But
Mm-hmm.
if you're getting into an industry where it's like, so what was the example? I can kind of
Yeah.
spin it
So
and
let's
I'll,
say
I'll,
they're
I'll
trying to sell podcast services, which right now everybody is out there trying to sell podcast services, right?
okay.
The dime a
And
dozen.
is that getting people on, like getting new people for their podcast, or is
Yeah, it's
that
trying to get people to want to launch a show or and then do the back end then they'll do the back end service
gotcha?
for them, which is the big thing right now. Everybody's doing that.
Gotcha. So what I would do is I would spin it and say because we talk a lot about there's two different things in an offer. It's the alien method and then there's the pizza method. So the alien method is you want to come out with an offer that is kind of very similar to what other people are doing. It has a unique twist, but it's not super alien because if you
Mm-hmm.
come out with an offer that's like as an example for marketing, it's we'll run Netflix ads for your business or Hulu ads for your
Mm-hmm.
business. Super alien, like nobody's ever heard of that, so it's
Right.
super hard
Right.
for people to come back and like actually buy because they're not sold on that.
And it's not proved. They don't see it as being proven. So yeah.
Exactly, exactly. So you need to have a unique twist to your offer. You need to have something like grow a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
People have done that. Like that's not, rocket science, but maybe there's like a unique twist that you can put. So
Mm-hmm.
it's, how to grow your podcast without paid ads or, without or grow your podcast with people coming to you, get 5 to 10 people coming to your podcast every single day or every week or something like that and get
Mm-hmm.
bookings without lifting a finger or
Mm-hmm.
something like that. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like it's super easy for them. You can start a podcast. People are just going to flood your inbox to join, and you don't have to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like that uniqueness where it's like everybody thinks like, oh, I have to reach out to people to get them on the show and everything like that. So you're putting a twist like, oh, I can start a podcast without having to lift a finger. People are just going to come to me.
Yeah.
So there's that, and then there's the pizza method. So the pizza method is it's very, very hard to sell somebody something that they've done in the past. So what I mean by that, I'll use Facebook ads for an example. If
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking to somebody and I'm trying to sell them Facebook ads and they've done Facebook ads, it's going to be very hard for me to convince them that they've done that in the past, but I can actually make it work, even though they've quote unquote tried it and they haven't figured it out. So as an example, if you don't like pineapple on pizza and you've had it before, I don't care if this other restaurant down the road has the best pineapple pizza. It's going to be very hard to get them in the door to try that.
Right.
So that would be another thing. If somebody has bought let's say, quote unquote, podcast accelerator program in the past, if you just label it like everybody else,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be very hard for them to join. But if you put again, a spin on it where it's how to grow your podcast without paid ads, and people are flooding your door or flooding your inbox to get featured every single day, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, okay, I don't have to do anything. This is super unique. Obviously, growing a podcast is proven. But there's a twist, there's a spin to it. It's not just, a generic thing. And then I think taking on a guarantee or a warranty or something, some kind of risk reversal is always going to be good for an offer.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, and we guarantee 50 features in the first 100 days, or maybe that's a little aggressive. 50 features in the first 6 months or your money back or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, having a good offer, having a twist, something that's a little different but not super alien, and then a good guarantee. To me, to us, that's a winning formula. I'm sure that, you could think about that a little bit more and refine it a little bit, but
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I just wanted to hear your take on it. I help people create offers and obviously put the marketing behind those. So I always love to just get a perspective of someone else and what they're doing, especially in something that's really basic and generic, and everybody's now jumping on the bandwagon and doing it. Health and fitness would be another one. Like everybody's a fitness pro, right? And how in the heck do you put another spin on fitness? And so I always love to hear people's perspectives. So thanks for that. Thanks for sharing. I did put him
Absolutely.
on the spot, by the way. He did not know I was going to do that. So but you know what? Here's a lesson for you. The mark of a true expert and a pro is they know what they're doing and they can fly when they are put on the spot. When somebody has no clue what they're doing, they would just melt in a situation like that. So that's a
That is
great way to
true.
vet people, by the way.
Yeah,
If you're
I like
looking to
that.
work with someone,
I'm gonna
yeah.
have to take
Yeah,
that.
vet them. So you built these multiple companies. We can see your awards back there. What have been the main drivers for your success? Like, what do you think you've done differently than most entrepreneurs that it doesn't go anywhere for them, or they really struggle? And look, business, we all struggle in business. We've all been
Yep.
there. We've been through the pitfalls. But what do you think it's been for you, Jake?
Yeah, that's a really good question. For me personally, I think it's sticking to something and just figuring it out.
Mm,
I started off I was in school for engineering. I got into and started a prototyping company while I was in school. You can't just start a company and people don't just come to you. So I learned
right.
marketing, transitioned from, that into doing marketing for other people. And
Mm-hmm.
I've really just stuck it out. We've switched industries, we've switched offers, but I worked for the first year and I don't think I made a dime. I did a bunch of free work
Are
from
you
that.
hearing this, everyone? Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's
And
get
I
real.
yeah, I built
Yeah.
my skills, and I fell in love with kind of a lot of the back end, traditional marketing stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and then made a little bit of money. And yeah, I had a partner, didn't end up working out, tried another business partner, different offer, still doing marketing, didn't work out. Found another partner. He was the sales guy now. He ended up working out. I'm the back end guy. And we did our thing. We made a little bit of money, had some success. COVID hit. We had to switch our offer again,
Mm-hmm.
and we switched that offer, and that was really like, okay, like this is a winning formula. Like people were just eating it up, and that was really the trajectory where it's like we just scaled everything. But
What was
I'm
that offer, Jake?
that
What
and
was
that was the done with you offer with the
it?
software and the, hey, we'll
Mm-hmm.
set everything up for you.
Gotcha.
But after we set it up, you're on your own.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason that worked, to give you a little bit of context, is we were in the real estate industry. It's where we kind of identified that winning offer.
Mm-hmm.
People were charging thousands of dollars a month for marketing services, and we were like, hey, we can just set you this up because the ads very much so run themselves,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll charge you $2,000 one time instead of $2,000 a month. The
Mm-hmm.
ads run themselves, and we'll give you the software. People were like, that's a no-brainer. I'm going to sign up with
Right.
you guys versus other people. So yeah, that, we found a winning formula, and then from there we scaled horizontally because unfortunately you cap out, and
Mm-hmm.
we got into different industries: insurance, real estate, contractors,
Mm-hmm.
health and wellness. But yeah, it's really been picking something and sticking with it. And
Mm-hmm.
even for some of the people that we've consulted with, just networked with over the years. I'll talk to somebody one day and they're like, "Is this a good offer? Can you help me out with starting my marketing company?" I'm sure we'll hop on a call. And then in 4 weeks, I'm getting a question about affiliate marketing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, dude, you got to stick it out more than a month to actually
Yeah.
have success in something.
Hi, friend. I have an exciting announcement. I hope you're enjoying this episode of Expert in You podcast, but I have to ask you, have you checked out the latest issue of Expert in You magazine yet? It's jam-packed with rich content, powerful strategies, inspiring stories, and so much more to help you elevate your business and personal growth. Don't miss out. Go grab your digital copy now and join our community of experts making a difference every day. Go to expertinyoumagazine.com and check out your digital copy today. Transform your expertise into success with Expert in You magazine. It's not just a publication, it is a movement. What was it? 1 year, one offer, 1 year, one marketing strategy, I'm trying to remember what it is, one target audience.
Yep.
And there's one more thing in there. I'm trying to remember what it is. I don't remember what it is, but seriously, that is what you're
Yes.
talking about. Yeah.
Yep.
Is
Absolutely.
a year. If you don't give something a year and you keep refining it over a year. Now, if after a year you've done everything and you've exhausted it, it just might not be, and you've even maybe hired people to help you or whatever, it just might not be the right thing. But if you don't give it at least that amount of time, you're going to always be chasing the rabbits, the multiple rabbits, right?
Absolutely. And I really, I mean, you mentioned it when I said it, but if you're just starting out, like go and just do free work.
Mhm.
We just launched, and this is, part of just a little bit of a test, but we launched an offer that was, we'll set up and run your ads for free. And then when you're getting leads, you start paying.
Mhm.
And we had a lot of good response to people, like just really like they didn't care about the company, they didn't care about the branding, they didn't care about any of that. They were like, "Hey, if you can prove to me that this works, I will work with you guys." So if you're coming into an industry and like you don't have case studies, you don't have results, you don't have a track record, people are still willing to give you a shot if you're just willing to work for free for the first couple weeks until you
Yeah.
get results.
Now, I want to say a caveat to that, though, is if you're
Yes.
doing everything for them. I work with a lot of coaches, and if you're
Okay.
coaching people, that's a really poor business model because
Absolutely.
and I was taught that. Actually, I was taught that business model when I first came into the coaching and consulting space, and I just thought, and where is their skin in the game, and where do they have any energy to? I mean, that's just a really bad model. It's only a good
Yes.
model if you have total control doing it for them.
100%.
Yeah, anything outside of that, it's not. So I want to make that clarification.
And
But yes.
I will say that, and if it's super like, if it's more of a transactional offer where it's like, I'm giving you a software, and then, once you start getting results with the software, then you pay, then that would be a little weird. It really
Right.
is for, it's
Has to
it's
make
really
sense.
for refining your skill set
Mhm. Yeah.
in the done for you kind of like service-based market. Yeah.
Yeah. And there are a lot of ways also. He mentioned guarantees and risk reversal. There are a lot of ways to do that. One of the things that I teach a lot of people is, when you make your offer and you make your big bold claim or your promise, if you know for a fact you can get those results and they stay on track, and if they don't get the result within the time frame that they can, if they really put in the work and stay on track and you hold them accountable for that, you can keep working with them for free until they get it. So there's a lot of ways to do it without actually returning money.
Yep.
People just want the results. They're not really looking for their money back. They want the results. So help them get the results. And if you go in with that attitude, there's a lot of offers you can make where you can take away that risk or that fear from them investing. So give us another takeaway. What's another thing? So stick with
Yep.
something, stick with it,
Stick with
dump it
something.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great takeaway. What else? Give us one or two more.
Absolutely. Um, Specifically for my perspective, it's been, folk, don't worry so much about your back end and like really obsess over your front end numbers because it'll make or break your business. And what I mean by front end numbers, it's your marketing and your sales commissions.
Mm-hmm.
And if those aren't dialed in, you could have I mean, obviously, if you have a bad back end, like, stuff can break, but you're still going to have cash flow to fix that. If
Mm-hmm.
you don't have a front end that's profitable, your marketing campaigns aren't profitable, or they're changing over time and you're not managing them well, you're going to lose money. Or if your salespeople aren't performing, they're not, we like to call it milking your pipeline, but they're not doing everything that they can be doing to convert as many leads into deals as possible,
Mm-hmm.
you're losing money. So it's really, I guess you could broaden that out. Like, obviously worry about your front end, but like obsess over the KPIs, obsess over the numbers, and
Mm-hmm.
really look at your business from a numbers perspective. Don't worry
Yeah.
so much about, oh, I talked to the sales manager. They said that the lead quality is bad. Well,
Mm-hmm.
your show rates are the exact same that they've been for the last 6 months, and
Mm-hmm.
your offer rates are still at 90%.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just, an opinion. That's not actual fact. What's the
Mm-hmm.
actual issue that you're having? So I think that kind of goes back into like obsessing over the numbers and making data-driven decisions.
So one of the things I see a lot of marketing agencies do this. In fact, they obsess over the numbers on the front end. Could care less once they get the client in the door. And I'm sure that's not what you're talking about, Jake, because you've
No,
built
no, no.
successful businesses. You've been around for a long time. You clearly have to take care of your clients
Of
for this
course,
to
of
happen.
course.
But I have watched so many of them they work so hard to get people in the front door and then they're going out the back as fast as they're coming in. I've even worked with marketing agencies that has been my experience. And that is not what he's talking about. And I just
No.
wanted to bring that up. I'm sure that's
Absolutely.
not what you're talking about.
No, 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 no. And here's the thing with that, and maybe I'm just a little jaded on, with the position that I'm in. We have a great team and we have a great operations manager that's his full focus is
Mm-hmm.
making sure the clients are getting results, making sure they're sticking, making sure that,
Yeah.
systems are smooth, onboardings, as smooth as possible.
Mm-hmm.
But so from like a high level perspective, it's looking at the numbers. But obviously, I mean, you could wrap that into like, look at your front end numbers. That
Mm-hmm.
has to make sense. But then like, if you're just signing people up and they're leaving and
Yeah.
you don't have solid
Look at your
MRR,
retention.
what's your
Right.
retention? What's your refund? What's your dispute rate? Like, what are the back end numbers? Because if your not front end numbers are solid, but you're still not making any money, then it's like, okay,
Right.
how do we
There's a
retain
problem.
customers?
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
good. Oh, I know we could talk for a long time. So, what are you going to be selling then again in your coaching? I know you and I talked about this, but in your new business, once you sell the others and you're now going into like this coaching business, what are you actually selling? What's going to be your
Absolutely.
offer for that?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're still a little undecided on the platform that first level of that first tier of kind of knowledge is going to be on,
Mm.
and how much it's either going to be free or it's either going to be like, $50 a month, $100 a month, something very small with mainly educational content, giving away strategies, giving away tips. Up from there, we would like to launch a mastermind, one-on-one coaching, inner circle, whatever you want to call it, where it's, a couple $1,000s a month. Not only are you networking with other individuals, but it's weekly calls with me or, one of the co-owners. And, we're going over specific topics. We're answering higher level questions,
Mm-hmm.
looking at numbers, how can I diversify my client acquisition channels, what other ad platforms are viable, that type of stuff, just higher level type stuff. And then really the third piece of that, the peak, is the JV offer, where if
Mm-hmm.
we're like, you're super motivated and you have a really good offer and we see something in you, because that's also the other thing is like, we wouldn't just bring on and actually legitimately partner with somebody if that individual, couldn't fulfill kind of what we're looking for in a partner. So it's, from those individuals in that inner circle, if you have a good offer, you're the right kind of avatar, is offering and extending more of a JV partnership where, you're partnering with our team. we're going to be able to implement systems, take over different departments, and help you scale.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, good luck to you with everything. When are the businesses going to, do you already have acquisition in place, or are you just getting ready to go find buyers, or what's going on there?
Absolutely. So we have an LOI. So we do kind of have an estimated closing date and
Mhm.
everything. Still going through, some stuff just with it being five marketing companies and
Mhm.
it being more of a strategic buyer versus, just, firm buying us
Anyone?
for the
Right.
cash flow. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been a little bit more intense. They're, really doing some digging and everything like that. But we're
Mhm.
hoping within the next probably 6 weeks that it closes.
Very nice. Very nice. Good for you. Well, congratulations on all of your success and in what you are looking to do. So you're trying to build your brand. What's missing for you that you need to do?
Absolutely. It's really, having more conversations like this
Mhm.
and after we really have it kind of set in stone of, what we'll call it the value ladder, but like what the
Mhm.
levels of coaching that we'll be offering. We're big on paid ads, so it's going to be shooting content, getting ads launched, and really, getting some of our first students in the door.
Yeah, sounds great. Well, thank you so much for being a guest. And I can't wait to hear all of your success and everything that happens in your business. That's super cool. I love to hear stories like this. FYI, yes, you can build your money trees and you can sell them.
Sure.
Yeah. So Jake, this has been a fun conversation. Thanks so much for being here and being my guest.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Ann. It was a pleasure.
You are welcome. All right, everyone. Well, I want to thank you again for tuning in to Expert in You Showcase. Have an amazing day. Go rock your business. God bless you. And Jake, thanks again.
Thank you so much.
If you are ready to attract high paying clients like clockwork, build powerful influence and scale your business with ease, let's talk. Book a complimentary $1 Million Accelerator strategy call at acarden.com to discover how the Expert in You method can help you create a steady stream of premium clients and consistent revenue growth. Don't wait. Your next big breakthrough starts with a simple conversation. Visit acarden.com and let's make it happen. Have an amazing day and God bless you.